One of the comments from a prior video was how the user liked to use Skyline to view the raw data from the mass spectrometry file. So in other words, viewing the mass spec signal spectra as opposed to just looking at the MS1 or the extracted ion chromatograms. So I thought it would be useful to just put together a quick video on how to do that. So if you don't know how to get to where I am right now, where I've got chromatograms, maybe check out video 1 on how to get extracted ion chromatograms from high-res data. But once you have your extracted ion chromatograms, if you're clicked on a molecule that has heavy and light profiles, you'll need to click on a specific molecule and then go in and wherever you want to see the spectrum, if you hover over it, you could see this little dot come up. And if you click on the spectrum or click on your chromatogram, at that point the spectrum should pop up. If it doesn't, if it gives you an error, it means that the Skyline file and the raw data file are not kind of in the same location anymore, and so just make sure they're in the same folder. In this case, you've got just a couple of cool things you can do. First of all, you can zoom out and look at the entire spectrum. If you use the left and right arrow keys, if I move this up and down, up just a little bit, you can see this red dot moving back and forth. So if I just use the left arrow key and the right arrow key, it shows all the spectra. And then if you zoom in on this particular part of the spectrum that you're interested in, you can then have it show, I centroided the data when I brought it out, but you can go back and have it plot the profile data. So in this case, it's plotting the 10 ppm limit that I was using to extract the chromatogram on top of the profile peak, for this data, which I think was collected at a 60K setting on the Orbitrap. And so then in this case, if you go back to centroided, you can see that the entire peak, sits in front of inside that box. So just an interesting idea to look if you wanted to know kind of what else is coming out in the spectrum, or how complex. Obviously this is a very a lot of complex metabolite data coming out at the same time, but it's nice to be able to use this, to not have to go outside of the Skyline tool to look at the raw data in that mass spec dimension.